Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Everyday English Stories. Let me ask you something very important. Do you understand English but still feel afraid when it is time to speak? Yek, do you know the words in your mind but struggle to speak them out loud in real conversations? If yes, then this video is going to change everything for you, because today you will learn how to speak English with real confidence. Even if you are a complete beginner, you will understand why you feel fear, how to remove it step by step, and how to speak naturally without pressure. Thanks for stay with me till the end, because by the time this video finishes, you will feel a new level of confidence inside you that you have never felt before. Kang Chapter E. I am really happy you are here with me today. Before we learn how to speak English with confidence, we need to understand something very important. Why do we feel afraid to speak? Why does our voice stop? Why do the words stay inside our mind but do not come out? Let me ask you something honestly. Ken, have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to say something in English but you stayed silent? You knew the answer, you had the idea, but your heart started beating fast. Your mind said, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh? What if I say something wrong? And then you decided not to speak. If this happens to you, I want you to know something very clearly. You are not alone. This is very normal. Almost every English learner feels this at some point. Even people who speak English very well today were once afraid to speak. Fear is a part of learning. It is not your weakness. It is a sign that you are trying to grow. Now let us understand this fear in a simple way. There are three main reasons why people feel afraid to speak English. The first is fear of mistakes. Many people think that if they make a mistake, it means they are not good, but this is not true. Mistakes are not a problem. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. When a child learns to walk, they fall many times, but they do not stop. They keep trying. Speaking English is the same. Every mistake is a step forward. The second fear is fear of judgment. You may think people will laugh at your accent or your words, but the truth is most people are not judging you. Many people respect you because you are trying to speak another language. And even if someone laughs, that does not define you. Their reaction does not control your growth. Your courage is more important than their opinion. The third fear is not finding the right words. You may feel that your vocabulary is not enough. You start a sentence and then stop because you do not know how to continue. This is also normal. No one knows all the words. Even native speakers sometimes forget words. The goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to communicate your idea in a simple way. Now, here is a very powerful idea. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something you build step by step, day by day, small action by small action. Many people wait to feel confident before they speak, but this is the wrong way. Confidence comes after you speak, not before. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you want to learn swimming. If you stand outside the water and wait to feel confident, you will wait forever. Confidence comes when you enter the water slowly, practice, and learn. Speaking English is exactly the same. You must enter the conversation. You must try. Only then will confidence grow. Now, I want you to change one small thing in your mind. Stop saying, I cannot speak English. Start saying, I am learning to speak English. This small change is very powerful. When you say I cannot, your mind closes. When you say I am learning, your mind opens. Your brain starts to help you instead of stopping you. Let us do a small exercise together, right now. It is very simple. I want you to say one sentence out loud, just one sentence. You can say, my name is, and then your name. Say it slowly. My name is Ali. Or my name is Sarah. That is it. You just spoke English. You just took one step. Now say another sentence. I am learning English. Say it again slowly. I am learning English. Do you see? You are already speaking. You do not need big words. You do not need long sentences. You only need to start. Here is something very important to remember. Your voice is important. Your ideas matter. You do not need perfect grammar to express yourself. You do not need a perfect accent to be understood. People do not listen for perfection. People listen for meaning. Sometimes you may feel slow. Sometimes you may forget words. That is okay. Speak slowly, take a small pause, think, then continue. Silence for 1 second is not a problem. Fear is the problem, and today we are starting to remove that fear. I want to tell you one truth that can change your life. The only way to become confident in speaking is to speak. Not to think about speaking, not to wait, not to watch only, but to speak. Even if it is one sentence, even if it is not perfect, even if your voice shakes, speak anyway. From today, make a small promise to yourself. Every day, you will speak at least 1 or 2 sentences in English. You can speak alone, you can speak in front of a mirror, you can speak to a friend. It does not matter. What matters is that you speak. And remember this, every time you speak, you become stronger. Every time you try, your fear becomes smaller. You can know every small step is progress. You may not see a big change in one day, but if you continue day by day, you will see a big transformation. Okay, you are not weak. You are learning, you are growing, you are improving. And this journey starts with one simple step, speaking. So take a deep breath, relax your mind, and say this with me one more time. I am learning English. I am becoming confident. This is your beginning, and this time you will not stop. Chapter R. I am really happy you are still here with me. That means you are serious about improving your English, and that is the most important step. And in the last chapter, we talked about fear. In this chapter, we talked about fear. We understood that fear is normal, and confidence comes step by step. Now, in this chapter, we will learn something even more powerful. We will learn how simple English can make you a confident speaker. Let me start with a very honest question. Do you think good English means big words? Do you think fluent speakers always use difficult vocabulary? Many learners believe this. But the truth is very different. Real confidence does not come from big words. Real confidence comes from clear and simple communication. Think about this carefully. When you talk to your friends or family in your own language, do you use complicated sentences? No. You use simple words. You speak naturally. You express your feelings in an easy way, and people understand you quickly. That is real communication. Now let us connect this idea with English. Many learners make one big mistake. They try to speak like a dictionary. They try to use very long and difficult sentences. They think this will make them sound smart. But what actually happens is the opposite. They become nervous. They forget words. They stop in the middle of sentences, and they lose confidence. So today I want to give you a very important rule. Simple English is powerful English. Simple English is not weak. Simple English is clear, strong, and confident. When your message is simple, people understand you easily. And when people understand you easily, you feel more confident speaking. Let us look at a small example. Instead of saying, I am endeavoring to accomplish my objectives with great diligence, you can simply say, I am working hard to achieve my goals. Both sentences mean the same thing, but the second one is clear, natural, and easy to speak. Now imagine you are in a real conversation. Which sentence do you think will come to your mind faster? Of course, the simple one. Now, another example. Instead of saying, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for your assistance, you can say, thank you for your help. This is simple, natural, and confident. And guess what? Native speakers also use simple sentences in daily life. They do not always speak in complicated English. Now, I want you to understand something very important. Your goal is not to impress people. Your goal is to connect with people. If you try to impress, you will feel pressure. But if you try to connect, you will feel relaxed. And when you are relaxed, your English becomes better automatically. Let us go deeper into this idea. When you speak simple English, 3 powerful things happen. First, your brain works faster. You do not waste time thinking about difficult grammar. You just speak what comes naturally. Second, your confidence increases because you are not afraid of making mistakes with big sentences. You feel safe using small sentences. Third, your listener understands you easily. And when people understand you, they enjoy talking to you. Now, I want to give you a small practice. Please do it with me. Do not skip this. It will help you a lot. Think of 3 simple sentences about your day. For example, I woke up early today. I had breakfast. I am learning English now. Say them slowly. Do not rush. Do not rush. Just speak naturally. Now try one more step. Add feeling to your sentences. I woke up early today and I feel fresh. I had breakfast and it was good. I am learning English and I feel happy. Do you see what happened? Your simple sentences became powerful communication. You did not use big words. You only added clarity and feeling. Now let me tell you a secret that many learners do not know. Fluent speakers are not always thinking in English grammar rules. They are thinking in simple ideas. They think, I want tea. I am tired, I need help, I am happy today, and they speak. So you should also train your mind to think in simple English ideas, not complicated sentences, just short and clear thoughts. Okay, here is another powerful tip. When you do not know a difficult word, do not stop. Use simple words instead. For example, if you do not know the word purchase, just say buy. If you do not know improve, just say make better. Communication is more important than perfection. Let me give you a real-life situation. Imagine you are in a shop. You want to ask something. You can say, how much is this? You do not need to say a long, complicated sentence. Simple words are enough, and people will understand you immediately. Now, I want you to feel something very important. Confidence does not come from knowing everything. Confidence comes from using what you already know. You already know enough English to start speaking. You just need to use it. Many learners keep waiting. They say, I will speak when my English is perfect. But perfection never comes. The right time is always now. Start with small sentences. Start with simple words. Start with what you have. Let me tell you something from experience. Every confident English speaker started with simple English. Nobody started with perfect English. Everyone started small and they improved step by step. So today I want you to make a small promise. From now on, you will not avoid simple English. You will use it proudly. You will speak clearly. You will focus on meaning, not perfection. And remember this very important line, simple English builds strong confidence. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and do not worry about mistakes, because every simple sentence you speak is making you better than yesterday. Chapter 10, I am really happy that you are still continuing this journey with me. That means you are serious about improving your English, and I respect that a lot. Okay, in the last chapter we learned that simple English is powerful English. Now, in this chapter, we are going to go one level deeper. We will talk about something very important that most learners ignore, your voice, your body language, and how you speak. Because speaking English is not only about words, it is about how you deliver those words. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who speaks simple English but still sounds very confident and clear? And have you also seen someone who knows many words but still sounds nervous and unclear? Why does this happen? The answer is simple. It is not only about English, it is about how you speak. Now, I want you to understand this very carefully. Communication has three parts: words, voice, and body language. If you improve only words, you improve only part of communication. But if you improve voice and body language too, your confidence becomes much stronger. Let us start with your voice. Your voice is very powerful. It shows your confidence even before people understand your words. Many learners speak too fast because they are nervous, but speaking fast actually reduces clarity. People cannot understand you properly, and you also feel more pressure. So here is a very important rule. Speak slowly and clearly. When you speak slowly, three things happen. First, your mind becomes calm. Second, your words become clear. Third, you feel more in control. Now try this simple exercise with me. Take a small sentence. For homie sixes mast. For example, I am learning English. Now say it slowly. I am learning English. Feel each word. Do not rush. Pause slightly between words. This small practice can change your speaking style. Now let us talk about pauses. Many learners think silence is a mistake, but actually, silence is power. When you pause for 1 second, you look confident. Okay? You give yourself time to think, and your listener understands you better. For example, instead of saying everything very fast, try this. I went to the market. Pause. I bought some fruits. Pause. And I came back home. This sounds natural, calm, and confident. Pauses are not your weakness. They are your strength. Now let us move to another very important part, your breathing. Many people do not realize this, but good speaking starts with good breathing. If your breathing is fast and shallow, your speech becomes nervous. But if your breathing is slow and deep, your voice becomes calm and strong. Before you speak, take a small breath. Inhale slowly through your nose, then speak. You will notice an immediate change in your voice. It will sound more steady and confident. Now let us talk about body language. Your body speaks even when you are silent. You can't. If your shoulders are low, your head is down, and your eyes are looking away, you look nervous. But if you stand straight, keep your shoulders relaxed, and look forward, you look confident. Try this simple posture. Stand or sit straight. Relax your shoulders. Keep your head up and keep a soft, natural smile. You do not need a big smile, just a small, relaxed smile. It makes you look friendly and confident. Now let us talk about eye contact. Eye contact is very important in communication. When you look at someone while speaking, it shows confidence and honesty. But remember, you do not need to stare. Just look naturally for a few seconds, then look away, then come back again. This makes your communication feel natural, not forced. Now I want to give you a powerful practice that will change your confidence. Stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and speak on one simple topic. For example, talk about your day. Say something like, "Today I woke up early, I had breakfast, I am learning English." While speaking, watch your face, watch your expression, watch your posture. This practice may feel strange at first, but it is very powerful. It builds self-awareness and confidence. Now let us talk about voice tone. Voice tone means how your voice sounds, not what you say, but how you say it. If your voice is too low, people may not hear you clearly. If your voice is too fast, you may sound nervous. If your voice is too flat, you may sound boring. So try to use a balanced voice, calm, clear, and natural. Let me give you a small example. Flat voice, "I am happy to be here today." Better voice, "I am happy to be here today." Do you feel the difference? Just a little change in tone makes a big impact. Now let us connect everything together. Good speaking is not only about English words. It is about slow speech, a clear voice, good posture, natural pauses, and calm breathing. When you combine all these things, your communication becomes strong automatically. Now I want you to remember something very important. You do not need perfect English to sound confident. You need controlled speaking. You need awareness, and you need practice. And even if your English is simple, if your voice is calm and your body is confident, people will understand you clearly and respect you. So from today, start observing yourself when you speak. Slow down your speech. Relax your body. Breathe deeply. Use pauses and speak naturally. Do not try to be perfect. Try to be clear, because clarity builds confidence and confidence builds fluency. You are improving step by step. And every time you speak, you are becoming better than before. Chapter Sir, I am really happy that you are still with me on this journey. That means you are not just watching. You are learning, and you are serious about improving your English speaking skills. Account. In the previous chapter, we learned about voice, body language, and how speaking is not only about words. Now, in this chapter, we are going to focus on something very powerful and very practical, daily practice. Because confidence does not come from one day. Confidence comes from what you do every day. Let me ask you something simple. Have you ever felt that you understand English, but when it is time to speak, your mind goes blank? You know the words, but you cannot speak smoothly. This is not because you are not good. This is because you are not practicing speaking daily. Speaking is a skill, and every skill becomes strong with practice. Now listen carefully. There is one big secret in language learning. It is not about studying more. It is about practicing a little every day. Even minutes of daily speaking practice can change your life over time, but many learners make a mistake. They wait for the perfect time. They say, "I will practice when I have more time. I will speak when I feel confident," but confidence never comes before practice. Confidence comes because of practice. So today I will give you a very simple daily routine. You do not need books. You do not need a teacher. You only need yourself and a few minutes every day. Let us start with the first step, deep breathing. Before you speak, your mind must be calm. If your mind is stressed, your speech will be weak. So take 1 minute, sit or stand comfortably. Close your eyes if you want. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it for 1 second, then slowly breathe out through your mouth. Do this a few times. This small practice relaxes your body, it reduces fear, and it prepares your voice. You will feel a difference immediately. Your mind becomes more stable and your speaking becomes smoother. Now move to the second step. Speak to yourself. Yes, speak to yourself. This is very powerful. Stand in front of a mirror or just sit alone. Start speaking about your day. For example, you can say, I woke up early today. I had breakfast. I am learning English. Do not worry about grammar. Do not worry about mistakes. Just speak. The goal is not perfection. The goal is flow. When you speak to yourself, you remove fear. You build comfort with your own voice. Now the third step, read aloud. You stare. Take anything. A small paragraph, a message, or even a simple sentence. Read it out loud, slowly. Focus on clarity. Focus on pronunciation. Do not rush. When you read aloud, your mouth learns movement. Your tongue becomes trained. Your speaking becomes smoother over time. Many people read silently, but reading aloud is much more powerful for speaking improvement. Now, the fourth step, ask and answer questions. This is very important for real conversation skills. Think of a simple question and answer it yourself. For example, what did I do today? I went to work. I studied English. I relaxed at home. Or ask yourself, how do I feel today? I feel happy. I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel motivated. This exercise trains your brain to think in English, not translate, but think directly. That is a big step toward fluency. Now the fifth step, encourage yourself at the end of your practice. Smile. Yes, smile and say something positive to yourself. For example, I am improving. I am getting better. I can speak English. This may look small, but it is very powerful because your brain responds to encouragement. When you support yourself, your confidence grows naturally. Now let us understand something very important. You do not need long hours. You do not need stress. You do not need pressure. You only need consistency. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week because daily practice builds memory. It builds habit, and it builds confidence slowly but strongly. Okay, now I want to tell you something that will change your thinking. Fluency is not about how much English you know. Fluency is about how often you use English. Kārs palablatar. If you use English every day, even for small sentences, your brain becomes comfortable. And when your brain is comfortable, your speech becomes natural. Let me give you a real-life example. Imagine learning to ride a bicycle. If you try once a month, you will always fall. But if you practice every day, even for a few minutes, your balance becomes stable. Speaking English works exactly the same way. Now I want you to imagine your future self, a confident speaker, a person who can express ideas easily, a person who does not fear. That future is not far away. It is built by what you do today. So start small, start simple, but start daily. Even if you only speak 5 sentences today, that is enough. Even if your English is not perfect, that is okay. What matters is that you are speaking. And remember this very important line, practice is not about time. Practice is about consistency. If you stay consistent, your confidence will grow, your fear will reduce, and your speaking will become more natural every day. So from today, do not wait, do not delay. Start your daily practice. Okay? Speak a little, read a little, think a little, and repeat every day. You are not just learning English. You are building a new version of yourself, a confident speaker, a strong communicator, a fearless learner. Yo, chapter U. I am really happy to see you continuing this journey. You are doing something very powerful right now. You are not just learning English, you are learning how to express yourself in real-life situations. And that is the real goal of communication. In the previous chapter, we learned about daily practice and how small effort every day builds strong confidence. Now, in this chapter, we will take a very important step forward. We will learn how to speak English in real conversations. Because let me tell you something very clearly, many learners can read English. Many learners can understand English. But when it comes to real conversation, they feel stuck. Their mind becomes blank. They forget simple words. They feel nervous and they stop speaking. If this happens to you, do not worry. It is made exactly for you. Today, we will learn how to handle real-life conversations in a simple, natural, and confident way. Okay, let us start with social conversations. These are the easiest, but also the most important. Social conversations happen when you talk to friends, family, classmates, or new people. Many learners think they need advanced English for this. But the truth is, you only need simple sentences. For example, when you meet someone, you can simply say, "Hello, how are you? How is your day? What are you doing today?" These small sentences are enough to start a conversation. You do not need complicated grammar. You only need to show interest. Now, here is a very important secret. Good conversation is not about talking a lot. Good conversation is about asking questions. When you ask questions, the other person keeps talking and the conversation continues naturally. For example, instead of only saying, "I am fine," you can say, "I am fine. How about you? What about your day?" This keeps the conversation alive, and it also removes pressure from you because you are not the only one speaking. Now let us move to school or work conversations. In these situations, you need a little more clarity and politeness. But again, you do not need difficult English, you need respectful English. You can use simple phrases like, "Could you please explain this? I did not understand. Can you repeat that?" Thank you for your help, I appreciate it. These sentences are very powerful. They show respect, they show confidence, and they make communication smooth. Many learners stay silent in class or meetings because they think